Tie it down. One in front just to make sure. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to hold that with a single half hitch. Pull it to. Remove all the excess strands. Whoops. Welcome to lesson 5. Today we're going to tie a lure. This is a very popular pattern called the cat's whisker. It looks a lot more complicated to tie than Hello and welcome to lesson 7. Today we're going to do 2 patterns, both wet flies. One a traditional North Country spider, the partridge in orange, which in actual fact was the first fly I ever tied. The second is the Greenwell's Glory, which goes back many years as well. I'm going to use black Antron for the body. I'm not going to do double strands or anything, single strand. Wind that down the body. Get my silver wire for the rib. Tie this in so it goes right to the end. Tie wind the silk down back to the eye, and now we're going to create the body. The 3 basic requirements for this fly is the bead chain. This is gold. It can come in silver or gold. It's the ordinary bead chain holding a plug to a sink. On this occasion we are using it. It's not necessary to use it for this particular fly, but it does give it a little bit of extra weight. The next thing we're using is the Cactus Fritz chenille. This is fluorescent green, medium. This is fluorescent green, medium. And finally, the most important thing is the mink strip. This comes in silver, white or dark brown, natural colours. It does not dye very well. And it's no good using a mink which you managed to get yourself and drying it off. You've got to use the proper tanned skin, otherwise it just cracks up on you. There for about 4 from the point to the head. Now take a pinch of the calf tail. That's about as much as you want. You want a nice generous overlap over the body, over the tie it down. One, whoops, mount it on top. It hurts your fingers to do that. You can make it out of a biro. Just take the writing bit out, the tube bit out, and you can use the hole that's left to push over the eye of the hook. This one's running away from me, isn't it? So you doubled half hitches all the time. You can't possibly think about doing a whip finish on something like this. You can think about it, but it's about all you will be able to do. Colours, same technique, everything's the same, except you may choose to change the colour of the rib. But on this occasion we're using the silver wire, which is more universally used. Trouble is, it's very fine. When you get to my age, you keep losing a bit of wire. Bear with me. There we are, we tie it in at the bottom, gradually turn it into the tail, back up again. We're going to turn this round, touching turns again. I prefer my hurl to be nice and well, a fine body. You can get them with very fat bodies, but to me it doesn't look right. That's about right. Tie the hurl in. Snip off your scrap. Your wire. Now you're going to come the opposite way with your wire. This helps to strengthen the hurl. The hurl's very fragile, but if you do it anti-clockwise, as you did the hurl on clockwise, that'll help strengthen it. This wire, I've done it in red years, and has accounted for many trout, and not to mention a few sea trout. I hope you've enjoyed watching how it's done. Not a very difficult job, and I hope you will join us again when we tackle another little fly. Here's wishing you happy fishing from Dave Camis and the team. As far as I can see, it's only obtainable from Steve Parton. It's virtually indestructible and it doesn't tarnish. I defy any trout to break his way through that lot. So we tie it in nice and firm and chop it off. Bobbin's going mad. And what we do at this stage, we've got a dubbing brush. It's a handy little tool. Ever so expensive. It's the price of a lollipop stick and 4 little bits of Velcro stuck on the end. And it just raises all the fur that's been trapped down between the gold rib. That's all we need to do initially with it. Now we're going to put a little bit more wax. Well, we were going to put a little bit more wax. Down. Leave it up in the air, because that bit that's sticking up is going to form the wing case. I don't know what that tail feather thinks it's going to form. Copper rib, nice evenly spaced behind, and then just a couple of turns the other side.